Nice day. Don't ruin it.
For 3 days and I'll be headed.
We aren't visiting Mills. The ships are all moored up until Eel. Says otherwise.
The healers in the officers' club.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
So many new faces in the market.
The wyvern gifts are My Lady Coriana won't eat. She won't sleep. All on account of a poor, sick... My poor lady. What grief she's known. Her son Malian is all that's left to her, and the only seed of House Anwan. Poor boy, he sleeps and tosses and turns. From the things he says under his breath, his dreams must... Oh, my masters aren't like some up spire top. Just there are but 2 left of Anwan blood. 1 soon enough if young Master Malian does not... The healers say bad blood, but my lady swears it's poison. He sleeps and sleeps, but he's Well, it's hard to say. The healers are no use. You'll find my lady in the house, by poor Malian's side, most likely. The young Master's sickness, yes. He's the last one living, what with the others dead in the war. Here, in House Anwan. Do help my lady if you can.
Nice day. Don't ruin it.
No entry, I'm afraid.
I am Elund Karth. Welcome to our city. They have delved earthward, where we have lifted high. They think the deeper they dig, the higher we will rise. I am the Elund, Morphin Karth, and the voice of the... Do not speak to me of the war. I am the voice of Rathia, not a general or a fate weaver, nor Lyria. The city of walls is lost to us, and we can afford no more troops for them. Better to muster our forces to count those who watch and govern Rathia. They sit in secret council. Only I am known, the Elund, their voice. Rathia has taken in half of Mel Senshia's population as refugees from the war. I realize they long for their home, but they need to accept a painful fact. Rathia is their only home.
No entry, I'm afraid.
If you please.
You there! Halt! Don't let... The city watch never rests.
Come, be at ease. Wyvern Gif are not so stiff or She actually seems to believe Rathir should defend. I'm truly sorry that her son is ill, but would she wish the healers to let him? There are 10 great houses that flank the spire's rise, and 2 upon its top. So do not listen to any idle rumors. I bear no one ill will. The great families, most of all, must show their support for it. Everyone looks to us. I ask you, was there ever any doubt what this Gadflow was? Or that he must be torn from his throne? Why let him I get so angry when I hear people speak against Rathir's full engagement in the war. It is a disgrace to us all. If it were the custom to take your husband's name, I might have been Tanra. It caused enough of a stir that my husband added his name in front of Gif. Well, I get so angry. It is a disgrace to us all. And before the great families most of all, I ask you, was there ever any doubt?
You there! Halt! Don't let...
On behalf of myself, my wife and my daughter, I welcome you to the spire top. And all that housed atop the spire, you will find the 2 preeminent great... You will also find the Scholia Arcana, the Orbicant, and the Temple of Lyria. I'm the Patriarch of the Wyvern Gif Great House. Show the proper respect. You must forgive my Lady Tanra if she sometimes speaks out of temper. You see, some of the great houses have been slower to accept her than basic civility demands. The Orbicant is our ruling council. Its members are shrouded except the Elund, who speak. You are a student there yourself, are you not? Many of the important and powerful in Rathir have graced those halls. I'm a spiritual man myself and visit the temple gardens daily. The High Priestess. You mean the Song of My Heart? She's the sweetest thing. Though I worry. It is peculiar, I confess, that we kept my name, but the Wyverns are a very old family, and all agreed it was best if it were very good then.
You there! Halt! Don't let me catch you. Mind your step. You there! Halt! Don't let... City Watch. Be on your way.
I am the governess of Miss Wyvern Gif. It is my duty to train my charge. I will confess, there are days I yearn for a topic that interests you. Would you like to learn some of the art? We are a people of subtle speech and hidden hands. All around us is great beauty. I do not blame her. Were her parents more persuasive themselves, such willfulness would have been smothered so long.
At your service. Last week, the Wyvern Gift Girl snuck down to the Seafoam Tavern.
Did my parents send you? Are you some sort of new instructor? You're not an instructor? I thought they might have sent another. They've had Majessa here for almost a year now. She does always get me to attend to her lessons somehow, though I'm not I know what they want. They want to marry me to some snotty, spoiled son of another great house. Then I can become... I suppose it's nice enough, but then I wouldn't know. I have nothing to compare it to. I don't know which is worse, the snotty wyverns or the foolish fawning gifts. What is this? Have my parents seen this? Oh, Lunala's... They won't like it when they hear. But what can they do? Buy me out of it? No, not... Imagine. Right in the thick of the war, and me with a sylvan spear, facing red-eyed howling Tuatha.
Halt!
Don't let me...
Nice day.
If you please.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
A stroll up here always calms my spirits.
Do you seek fate weaving? See Priestess Saranan.
You there! Halt!
Don't let...
Oh, hello.
Welcome to our temple. I am a daughter of Lyria. My station is to look after the relics sacred to our order. Sadly, it has left so many scars on our city, our souls, and the land beyond. The goddess of magic, fate, mist. But Lyria is concerned with what is, and what can truly change it. It was long ago. I don't know very much about it. There were the plague time. The second burning came when the Tuatha broke through our defenses. They set our southern keys on fire. I remember it. All are welcome here to pray, to reflect and find peace. If you seek fate weaving or Priestess Saranan oversees the temple. Though her station is high, she is great. She will weave your fate if you ask, or lead you on the sacred ritual we call the Orison. You should speak. When the war first came, we sent one. This served two purposes. It brought we have announced a gold reward for their return, but sadly, none have yet come back to us. Please do. There are at least 6 that I know of, sent to the major. Bring any you find to me. Lyria rewards those in her favor. The great Alfar strongholds of Arethel are Dolve Arn, Verki, Rithen, Candrian, Dolve Whale, and Organhold. More than one! Oh, truly, Lyria's fortune shines upon you. Take this as a token of her gratitude. They were primarily sent to the strongholds of the plains of Arethel, but any that you find will be glad. Goodbye.
You there! Halt!
Don't let...
That poor animal boy is sick and dying.
May your fate be blessed.
tell me, what brings you to this sacred place? For prayer? For it is said that our goddess is the goddess of magic, but by so being she... There is something peculiar about you. I had heard rumors, but never thought... Well, it is good to meet you. This temple was founded by Baala Tirin herself, mother and prophetess of our people. It was High Priestess Tirin who led our people from Glen Sutton. It was she who found Rathir. It was she who sheltered. Though few of your kind do, all are welcome to the Orison. Perform 3 tasks: sojourn, service, and giving. They wind from outward to inward, and from it is no idle turn of phrase. Though you gave of yourself to earn it, your gain will be greater than you began when you entered this temple. The first task is the sojourn. With it, travel to the 3 springs blessed by Priestess Tirin on her sojourn. 1 is just outside Rathir, a 2nd in Lower Galafor. The 3rd, bring the amphora I gave you to each of the 3 sacred When you are done, return to me.
The goddess watch over you.
You there! Halt! Don't...
The Watch sees all in Rathir. City Watch, be on your way.
And then I say, Miriam, do I look like a gift?
Well, no, I wouldn't go so far as that.
The Watch sees all in Rathir.
It's a nightmare, it is.
You there! Halt! Don't let... You there! Halt! Don't let... Stand aside! You there! Halt! Don't let... Keep the peace!
My son Malian is gravely ill. The healers say his blood is If I were younger, I'd go and find the Lepidus myself and prove them wrong. Our line is ancient. However, if my son Malian is not cured, we shall wither. And the weeds of... The healers name it as an affliction of the blood, but Anwan blood has bent beneath no malady in generations. So Tanra Gif has been spreading more artless rumors, has she? I'm not against the war, but I fear for the sovereignty of Rathir. The army under General Tolera has too much liberty, brutal and heavy-handed approaches to a complicated problem. More sophisticated tactics. His father died in the Battle of Gallifre Plain. His sisters in Cluricon. She is lost in the wilderness. She searches for... One would imagine a Losalfar general to use a bit more. The Wyverns were of respected and decent lineage, though then the merchant's Gif bought House Wyvern, much to our surprise. It was early in the war, and until that time we had known only defeat. The day... Bring my son this wild plant, and I will see you richly rewarded. This, of course not. But my family legacy says it will, and I have no wish to watch my son die. Well, there's only one place that I know of. The Acathan wetlands. You must search for it there. You will know Lepidus by the shape. The wetlands of Acatha. Find it and bring it to my son, with all due haste. It is an herb with natural properties. It is not strictly alchemy. However, it can relieve the symptoms for a time. Malian will still need an antidote before he is fully well. Be wary. I have sent servants before you who did not return.
Oh, such a state.
Welcome. Before you lies the Scholia Arcana. All are welcome upon our grounds, though we every mortal who shows promise in the art is welcome among us. Of course, they must pass the trial. We must. Did you know this Spire Rock was first settled by a hermit maid? Only when Jotun marauders threatened the Twilly Bluffs did the rest seek safer rep. 600 years of magical scholarship and training. Nor did our history prevent us from accepting the younger races. Every mortal who shows promise in the art is welcome among us. The Almain and Varani, of course. It was not, and still, no one knows what kindled this.
Rain and Yorm can teach sagecraft.
Hello.
ESA chapter is focused more on researching the magics of the Fae. The Thea chapter is...
Hello.
Are you here for the evaluation? I've already administered the written copies. This will have to be an oral. I oversee the library in the Rathir chapter. Many walk the road of knowledge, but the Rathir chapter has some of the finest collections of manuscripts in the plains of Erethel. Were it so easy to summarize an institution like the Scholia Arcana in a few short words? Books. Members of all ranks, regardless of their skill, must always know the value of... I understand your studies with us are a unique situation, so let's take this book, read it, and understand what it means to be part of our order. The Omnibus Arcana is a staple of the education in our institution. All first-year students are given a copy to study. The lessons involve an introduction to the rigors of studying magic, as well as each book is different for every user, but they all impart the same basic knowledge. This is the Omnibus Arcana. It is a magical text that holds the collected knowledge. It is also imbued with a certain form of intelligence. Follow its directions as you would... This is an introductory text given to all first-year students. It's considered canon. The test begins in the courtyard. From there, you're on your own. What? Oh, right.
Ah, welcome to the Scholia Arcana, a city of splendors indeed. The Scholia Rathia has stood for centuries, through famine and through fire. Most would tell you that the Scholia Arcana is the continent's premier journal and lecture society, and that is true. It is simply... In time, you will learn what I mean. I have a feeling about... Interested in a bit of sage crafting or alchemy? Or if dispelling is your preference, try to find Artan Cade about the fabled Irathi ruin that lies deep within the She of Dalantar. They say rogue sorcerers, foul worshippers of the fire god few sorcerers possess the aptitude or the wisdom of savant Ethan Engar. Few sorcerers possess... Later then.
Please, I already announced the results of the latest examination. If you missed them, consult one of the others. I have no idea why the chapter continues to schedule my practical sagecrafting lectures at the same... A wonderful institution, if only for appropriating funding for the study of magic. You know, instead of using funds for Oh! Well, not many care to inquire about me. Usually it's all about sagecrafting and gem lattices. Farewell.
Hello. Let's see. If I change the motion to more
I have many things I wish to attend to, but I can always make time if there's a matter. The great city of the Alfar has never fallen, and never will. At least, I can think of no greater mystery than what it must have been like for the first alchemist to sample the... Many years ago I joined this hallowed order. I was young, tender at the... Ethan Engar recognized my potential even then. I've been happily blowing my eyebrows off ever since. Be well.
Dispelling is a skill that all adventurers, Scholia Arcana or no, should take to heart. I am but a humble practitioner of the arts of dispelling. I share my knowledge with all who wish to learn. It is rather alarming, it seems, that more mages know how to create wards than undo them. The Rathia chapter certainly manages to provide the resources we need, be they another time.
Well, I'm done with my formal lecture, but I am always happy to discuss the art of sagecrafting, if that's what you're looking for. There is much that goes into the study of sagecrafting, but though some obsess with the... Oh dear, it seems that I've had my symposium scheduled at the same time as Earth and Nara's. Magic is more powerful than it ever has been. And who is more important in such a time as now than the Scholia? Until next time!
Joram Quintus of the Isa chapter always has a wide stock of gems and shards.
Good evening. Greetings. Hello.
Faster! Greetings.
Greetings.
Ugh. Casting magic is something I can handle, but all this theory... How am I supposed to summarize? You're never too old to learn something. That's what I always say. Of course, it helps that I forget everything half the time. I hear there's more tutelage that goes on here at the Rathir chapter. And when you've learned enough, the Order, it's one of the most respected orders in the Feylands. I can't believe I lost those notes.
I have healing abilities if you seek some aid. Healing is a discipline that not many choose to pursue here. There is a stigma but it involves mastery of spellcraft, alchemy, and anatomy. Many simply lack. I've lived in Rathir my whole life. This is the heart of the Alfar. I came to the Order years ago, eager to learn how magic can be used to help. I joined the Order to become a battle mage, but I quickly learned the horrors of such magic. I elected to study healing instead. Stay safe.
Fast! The mage who hesitates is lost. You must be confident.
Welcome. Please join us. We're simply preparing for some field research. There are a number of advantages to basing ourselves in Rathir, and we receive special patronage from the Orbicant. The rules of Rathir. Magic is reaching all races. If we do not know what its limitations and strengths are, I oversee the training of initiates here in the Rathir chapter. Defensive work, mostly, to protect themselves while doing research or going on expeditions. Part of the training involves sending initiates to Gloam Thicket, a Fey Hollow and a Katha. Now that I think of it, I believe you're overdue for some field research yourself. Care to investigate? I try to give the initiates some perspective on the scope and types of magic. Part of this, Gloam Thicket was an ideal spot for them to observe Fey magic. But lately, they haven't been returning. Like I said, it's in the Akatha. Given the environment and the presence of Morgan, I'd say a banshee. Dangerous things. I suggest fireballs to the head repeatedly until it stops moving. It's nestled in the flooded plains of Akatha. Never used to be more than Morgan there. But now, find the banshee priestess that's killing our initiates, and put it down.
welcome.
Lyria's smile on you. So long.
You won't find any door into the Orbicon.
The watch sees all in life. Move along, citizen.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
Citizen.
You weapons, but if it... It's armor you need. Come see me again.
Go into Cluricon? You... You'll want Silver Knight at the...
city centre.
Keep the peace.
No, I don't believe it.
That's so then.
May your stay
Well,
in Rathia be pleasant. Watch maze is just too expensive.
Watch maze is just...
Wish me luck on the field of battle. Thanks to you, I'm going...
All we haul ashore must pass the Chamber of Trade. Bribes won't do you a bit.
There's a bit to do around here if you're not a stageling gloryboat like some.
Min likes to... Mooncap is fine. I mean, it seems all the travelers would rather rob a noble woman's rouge than her purse. The leadership here does lap up the words of the Hierophant, though. Like a bunch of mangy curs looking for a morsel. There? Well, she seems like a talented enough woman. But I heard about her leaving Irion. Maybe the time away from the old seer will give her some clear A great traveller's name is on the lips of every tavern maid given enough time. They're the one. Remember me?
Need to do any trade? I have some items for sale, or I can buy if you're looking to... We're performers at heart in Mooncamp. Bards, jugglers, tumblers, dancers, all one of the few ways to earn coin with this war on. Bit hard for us to ply other trades with... Irion's a good enough bard and a clever thief, but he's not quite a leader. Mare, she's one of the most talented thieves we've got. I can't say we don't miss her skill. Always a few odds and ends happening there. Hard to feel like you aren't being watched with the city. Common knowledge that the travelers are known as thieves, but it isn't the only life you have to lead. We've traders, bards, and jugglers. As well. Come again.
What's needed?
Hello, stranger. Fancy you.
I can teach you the secrets of trade. The Varani guard their methods well, but mine can be bought with coin. The stage is never silent in Mooncamp, and Rathir watches us. The coast was torn apart by the war. It's now... The art of the haggle is just another form of performance, and that is where... Irion's wife left him, so it seems. Wouldn't be that bad. Irion's so busy pining after her that we've got nothing to do. Don't suppose we can get her back, can we? Seems that mare left Irion. Odd enough. When they first came to Mooncamp. Well now, there are many in the Travelers with clever hands. But in Mooncamp, farewell.
What's needed?
Care a wager? They call me Min the Grinner because I rarely lose. The coast's been torn ragged by war and fire. It's the man supposed to be leading this camp, but all he can do is weep. He's taken the last... Oh, aye. Mare's is a real song of storybook romance. But looks like things ain't too complicated. We roll 2 dice. For range roll, you pick a range of numbers to roll between. Simple as that. I was a waif once. A cut purse from the streets of Rathia before the standard dice is fair. For high roll, the highest roller, well, wins. And for ranged roll, you pick the numbers you'll roll within. Oh, a clever one you are. Fine. Here, we'll use these... Aye, then let's get to rolling. What do you want to... Very well. Hope you like your chances. Well, those are the faces Min likes to see. Hope you like your chances.
Now look at this. You have come once again to my table. Shall we see what fate will draw for you? We've traveled far and wide to make camp in the shadow of Rathir. From here, Irian is the leader of this camp. He is a true master of the stage, but the leader of the travelers, the shepherd to our flock. The Hierophant is another. Mare was the leader of this camp along with our king, Irian. But we travelers spend our lives out of doors, on roads and camps and fields. The cards foretold of an arrival.
What is this specimen before me? I can only think that you were the If only you had come sooner. Then you might have helped to keep my mares. May the Hierophant's gaze find my wife, for what a wretch I have become. The Hierophant directs all of the travelers. A director of... It is well known that the Hierophant commands us because of a vision of the work. There is nothing I can say to describe how I pine for her. Would that I be sundered like the Rathir. It takes a brave sort to be a traveler. We've all left, but more than that, a traveler needs presence. We need to command attention to perform. Oh, nothing I should be bothering you with. After all you've accomplished in Star Camp, I should tell you more about what mission you're to be. Oh, you must give me a moment. Mare, my Queen of Cups, the once joint leader of Moon Camp, my wife. She was of a noble family, and I their jester. We fell in love, but of late, the stress of this life has finally taken its toll. She left me, and this... I'm in no state to be aiding you right now. Very well. Go to the Hierophant Shrine and pray. There you will receive portents of the next... You must pray at the Hierophant Shrine. There. Goodbye.
Hello, stranger.
Good tidings.
Someone off the road. Tell me, do you have any peasant clothes that you're looking to get rid of? I can pay you for them. I used to find good work in Rathir, but the travelers here have a real passion for the art of performance. Irion is one of Mooncamp's leaders, but the other, Mare. I mean, how would you feel? It's a wonder a man like Mare might have been co-leader of the camp, but she's no performer. It might have worn on her to be surrounded with folk like us. Guess it. Their words are often in the ears of common folk, and their songs play. Indeed. It is not clothes so much as cloth. I'm a tailor by trade, but the players of our camp are always in need of new articles of dress. I need lot. Bring me some peasant clothes, and I can rework the material with relative ease. What say you? You mean truly? It's been a while since I've had any good material to work with. If I knew, I wouldn't need you around to find them for me, would I? I think if you poke around, you'll do pleasant journeys.
Hello, stranger. Hello, stranger.
Is there a petition before me? Ah, yes. Ah, it is you, Shade. We are far from the woods of Dalentarth. I see you are eager to serve your guide. Yes, and come far from Starcamp. Mooncamp is a home to true travelers. I have seen the items which you must steal. The Chalice of Forced Vintage from the Lower City, and the Signet Ring of Wyvern Gift. And lastly, you must steal the Cowl of the Maiden from the Temple of Lyria. These treasures are my blessing. The Chalice of Forced Vintage is said to take any liquid poured into it and it is currently in possession of a peddler named Weinrich in Rathir's Seafoam Tavern. It is the signet ring of the Wyvern Gifts, one of the great house. The Patriarch Ebsel is a social man. You will have to take the ring from him away from prying. The Cowl of the Maiden is a ceremonial cowl belonging to the Temple of Lyria. I fear that you are not its only predator. Mayor Ganon seeks the cowl as well. You are not the only thief that is pursuing the Cowl of the Maiden. There is also Mayor Gan. The calamities of Irion's and Mayor's relationships are not unknown to me. Resolve them, and you may have an easier time.
I say?
Guards! Guards!
You there! Halt!
Don't let... Strong winds lately.
A moment, love. I'll be right with you.
Well now, how are you?
Busy these days.
Guards! Guards!
Hello, mate.
Guards! Guards!
You there! Halt!
Don't let...
Well, hello there, stranger. I don't own the place, but I know the drink is good. After all, isn't it a grand thing? Takes whatever swill I want. I'll be the richest wine merchant in Rathier. The city has seen better times, and it's been frantic here ever since the war touched down into Willy. I've been a wine merchant for several years, but I don't need to do that anymore, now that I've got the chalice. I was wondering when word would get out that I had the bauble, but I'm afraid I can't give it over, stranger. It's not for sale. But I'm afraid I can't...
Guards! Guards!
You there! Halt! Don't let...
That poor Amalur boy is sick.
It's always good to see visitors here at Spire Top. Are you serious? You must have had one too many. So long.
Guards! You there! Halt! Don't... Nice day. Don't ruin it.
Have you met my lovely wife and daughter? She is being sent to Cluricon. This is preposterous. If my enemies wish to... Are you serious? Very good, then.
Lyria, light your way.
A prayer for our troops.
Lyria smile on you. Goodbye.
Yes? What are you doing here? I don't suppose you're becoming a child of it. I spent my life growing up in the upper city of Rathir, so you might not understand, but I love that camp. There's always colors and dancing and music. I feel free there. It's hard to be apart from it. Stupid Irian. The damned fool. All the work I do for him in camp, all the sacrifices I've made to be with him. He's ignored it all. He made a little mistake, but that's the last one. I won't wait around until he forgets me entirely. I've taken orders before, but a commander ought to at least look a soldier in the eye when telling them what to do. But the Hierophant doesn't do that. The orders just come in secret and no one takes responsibility for them. A damn fool idea, if you ask me. I'm not the queen of anything now, and I'm not keen to do any talking. They break away from all the rules, the trappings, and be themselves. I remember that was why I first joined. Illyria, you think you might want to speak a little more quietly? I don't need anyone here getting... And let me guess, you're a traveler and you've been called to seal the cowl of the maiden. Well, I beat you to it. Cowl's mine. I guess you're right. Irian has a flair for the melodramatic, sure, but I know he's taken my lot. It seems I can't get away from the travelers. They really are my life. Fine, take the... Dismissed. Good day to you. What do you need to speak about? I once lived in Rathir's upper city, and then I fell in love with a man that sold songs for a living. Irian. But there was little joy in my father's heart for our feelings, so I left for the travelers, just a wisp of a lass. Dismissed. Need to do any trade? I have some items for sale, or I can buy if you're looking to fence some items. Thank the gods Mare came back. Between you and me, Irian just isn't the same. Without her. Come again.
A thief may turn a lock, a brigand steal a key, but a bard can steal your heart for but a little. Goodbye. Fly high. A thief may turn a lock, a brigand steal a key, but a bard can steal. This camp is home to bards and singers all, tumblers and jugglers and curtain calls. The joyness is back in his pace, the gladness and the love. Now greeted with his wife's dear face, he thanks the gods above. The unknown provider, the stalwart seer, the anonymous guider, the brigand's dear. A sullied order, the untouched caste. But rest assured, we shall outlast. A beauty true, a queen of love and blades, a fighter born, a lady made. But love was not made strong, and she has... Goodbye. Fly high.
Well, my industrious little cloth finder, Have anything for me? He's a different man with Mare at his side. It's good to see him happy again. I'm happy that Mare returned. I only hope she learns to love the... If I knew, I wouldn't need you around to... Pleasant journeys.
Greetings. I can teach you the secrets of trade. The Varani guard their methods well, but mine can be bought with... Irian's back to his better self now that Mare's come back to him. Hopefully, things will go back to... Glad to see that Mare's back. Irian has more of a love for the stage than actually leading. I bid you good... Need some leverage with greedy merchant? I bid you goodbye.
Aye. Glad to see someone else who isn't a lily giglet. Moon Camp's as much as a mummer's farce as it is a traveller camp. Wretched sod. Even with his lover here, he cares more for dances and plays than thievery. Puts a man off his ale. Mare's got the skill of a master thief, anyone can see that. If only she didn't dote on that Now that she's back with a piss-poor husband, I guess she'll be the same as she ever was. Remember me!
You have come once again to my table. Shall we see what... It is joyous to see Irian once again in the arms of his beloved, but I had not seen that outcome in my... How curious. I had seen the fate of Mare leaving Moon Camp, never to return. I am over... Good day to you. What do you need to speak of? Dismissed.
You've stolen the items, and my fair maiden's heart back as well. For saving my marriage, take this ring. With these, you take another step closer to becoming a master thief. That said, there is another job at hand. Would you like... The amulet is in Rithen. The Hierophant seems to hold it in some special significance, but as to what... With the light of love ablaze in my heart once more, I can call myself the King of Cups with pride. Bless the Hierophant. Bless our guide. I was told to keep faith, and indeed, my wife has returned to me. You were specifically requested to perform it, along with a traveler of Moon Camp. Yes, the Hierophant was adamant that you and Phasma, but Phasma is no faithful. Why would we support... Go and pray before the Hierophant. There you will... Good luck to you.
You have come. Good. Now that you are ready to... You and Phasma Hume are to steal the amulet of Rithen. The unbeliever has been attentive for once. He is eager to prove himself, so he will help you on this... The amulet is the object I want you to steal. That is the only information you require. This is my command. I am the authority here. I am the provider. Rithen is a labyrinth of curious make. Phasma Hume will do this job with you. Like you, Phasma does not respect me, but I think you will both soon learn to hear.
So you got all that right? The Hierophant is sending up... I always took the Hierophant for a horned beast. Telling thieves what to steal, telling the free to worship. Some lead. I came here looking to get away from orders, but it seems you travellers follow commands like everyone else. I left a life of luxury behind to become one of the travellers of legend, like Spinning Tom or even Mare and Irian in the old days. I left the law and rules and trappings when I joined up, only to be saddled with a new seer. More like a new overseer. Right, here I am, jabbering like a thrice-damned malt worm. Or the Hierophant, take your... You go to Rithen by the main entrance. I'll take another path, and I'll meet you in there. Heard about that, did you? It seems that we're starting to be recognised, if they... Ain't ashamed to say I've figured our guy to be nothing but a barrel-gated loggerhead. But maybe they'll do right by me this time. The place is ghostly, dankish and strange. All of Tywilly was scarred by the war. But now, the tower's full of deserters. Let's move.